And so please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
Well, like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and bring
Oh wow, you really have to come in here? Is this is this really happening? You met the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
no,
fair.
You're more in the category like Luther Rickman, Arnold, okay?
My man. Yeah. Arnold Ferrigno. Huh?
Okay.
Aesthetic. That's great, partner. You two ever go outplace everything in its proper place?
That does not make sense, but we usually do go, we head to Kroger's and we work.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lady waiting for me back home also. She has the most beautiful scrotum. Oh, God. And when she sings, she sounds just like a puppy dog. How do you nail a photo?
Just gotta get in the mode. You gotta talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Okay, so can you show me a little bit of something, like to this camera? I would love to know how to do this. I just want to know.
Well,
how do you do it? Teach me something.
You can get the sexy eyes. Then you gotta get the smile going on some shoes, but.
Wait, hold up. I gotta try
when
this with you.
And when it's time to laugh,
I gotta try this
you gotta
with
think
you.
of something funny and start laughing.
Do it again. How do you do it? Teach me.
Sexy eyes.
The sexy eye.
This is sexy eyes right here.
Smizing?
Smile.
So you're smizing.
Smile.
Okay.
And then you gotta get the.
No, I look like I need to take a poop or something.
Wish words were like little toy guns. No sting, no hurt, no one, just a bang, bang. Right?
Is that it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Just a bang,
Toy
bang,
guns.
rolling off your tongue.
Toy guns.
It's no smoke, no
Bang, bang.
bullets.
Water guns. All right.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis is ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are doing well out there. I hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. It is Saturday night, after all. So I hopefully you guys are out here enjoying your time, getting busy, in the biblical sense, or no, you know what I'm saying. But I hope whatever you're doing something that's positive and good for yourself, and you're staying safe and out of harm's way. As you can see in the things in the titles above, things are going down. You know what I'm saying? Things are really going down right now. And I ain't going to front. The world now is on fire. I said it. The world is on fire, y'all. What's wild to me? What is wild to me is that, yeah, everyone all over the globe is protesting. There are protests in Italy, England. There are protests going on all over the world now. Not only are people upset, but we just might win. Yes, we just might get what we want. Now that we have the whole world listening. I mean, there's a lot of things I got to talk about. I got footage, I got video, I got all kinds of crazy stuff going on to show you guys, and I'm being real. Like, I feel like we're finally getting our voices heard. We're finally getting what we want in a way. I mean, right now, given the fact that we are having people of all cultures, all races, all creeds, all nationalities, all countries coming together and getting out there and demonstrating. And a lot of them are doing it in a peaceful manner. But they're letting us know that they have our back. They're letting us know. They're letting us know that they're listening and we are being heard. And I can't explain to you how thankful I am, because I don't know how much longer all of us and how much longer this country could take everything being on fire. I mean, yes, there's still protests, there's still violent protests going on all over the country, but at the same time, it does feel really good that other people are hearing us. Other places are hearing us. Other walks of life are hearing us. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm looking at videos online, on the Shade Room, Baller Alert, World Star Hip Hop. People are sharing it on their TikToks and Snapchats and all that. And I'm telling you, I'm seeing all different types of people. Native Americans dancing in protest, holding out signs, seeing people in Italy protesting, doing silent protests, doing very moving demonstrations, out in the streets, just showing that they are with us, just showing that to let us know that we are not alone in this situation, that something unjust like this cannot go any longer. The only thing I feel so sad about is that why didn't this happen many deaths ago? That's the only reason, that's the only time I get emotional, is to think that there are so many other men and women that died before this. And now it's making a change. And now it's becoming worldwide. Worldwide news. It's going through all the corners of the world. And I'm going to show you guys this because this said something to me more than anything in the world. Because this one shook me to the core. I'm going to be real, because this was, I thought, was some really, really moving stuff. The Amish. I'm telling you. Oh, my God. You won't believe this. You might think I'm lying, son. My brothers and sisters, this is real. The Amish came out of the woodworks and started to protest, y'all. You don't believe me? Check out this beautiful bean footage. Man. This is the Amish. Justice for George Floyd.
There is not a mother, sister, friend, or brother who loves the ways of Jesus. He loved for me when he died on Calvary. He gave his life for fallen man.
Okay, first off, let me point out that the Amish, yo, that be the Amish. Okay? I'm telling you, they don't have technology. How the hell did they find out? If they ain't got no technology, and then they go out of their way to come down and protest and put in their piece because of the injustices that are going on. How powerful is that? The Amish are usually known for staying out of things. They don't use technology, the whole nine. They have their own way of life. They stay out of stuff. And this situation moved them so much that they came down to sing a little song or two. Real talk. The Amish, y'all. The Amish. If we could get the Amish to stand up and protest and make their voices heard, literally make their voices heard, something good is happening right now. You know, at first, I got a little bit scared. I'm going to be real honest. I was scared at first because I'm sitting here going, yeah, I mean, I said yes this morning. First thing this morning, I'm going, low key, I'm going, yes, you know, like burn it to the ground and, you know, like get our voices out here. Make ourselves be heard. But then there's the high key. I'm like, man, I'm scared about things going really bad and things getting worse and people getting hurt and people dying. And yes, there have been casualties and there have been cars running into protesters and attempting to kill people, the whole nine. I knew those negative things were going to happen. But at the same time, you step back and you see some of these things like the Amish jumping in. You see people in London protesting. You see people in Italy protesting. You start seeing it sprouting off in other places in the world. Yes, we're seeing it in San Francisco now. It's popping off in San Francisco. Chicago is on fire right now. People are going crazy over there. So there is a lot of negative aspects to it, but at the same time, there's a lot of really amazing things that are happening where maybe not all of this is for naught. It's kind of exciting. And just seeing how this is unfolding is just something. It's going to be interesting to see how everything goes. Now, I do have, like I said in the top news, top story, top thing that's going to be going on. Top news of what's going on. I do have some new footage, some new surveillance footage, or another angle of what happened before George Floyd was murdered. And I'm going to show that here very, very shortly. But Name One on Periscope said, wait, can you review what's going on with the Amish? Yes, I have no problem showing you guys that one more time because I know I played that pretty damn quick. So here it is. It's the Amish protesting on behalf of the Black Lives Matter movement and, of course, justice for George Floyd. Here we go.
Oh, don't worry about it, man.
So, that being said, that's what's going on. The Amish are now coming in to play. And that's big. That's very, very big. They're mostly known not to be they're not a violent people. They're not the type to come out and do these kind of things. They're used to staying in their own community in their own world. But the fact that the word got out to them and for them to show up shows that we can really overcome this. That maybe this voice, this screaming voice, will actually start turning into a full-on audible sound. Because the rest of the world is now talking as well, which is huge. Now, I do have the footage. I do have more footage of what's going on. You know, the alternate side. The other angle, real talk, it's the other angle of moments before George Floyd was taken out of the vehicle and was kneeled upon and basically choked to death. So I'm going to show that footage here right now, which it's crazy. It's crazy that this is going to be a very interesting thing. And Simply Simone just said, just before I jump into that, said LA is turning left real quick. They called in ICE and the military. Yeah, I heard about that. And then I also heard that the National Guard is going out to several different cities. They're also starting to implement a curfew to various cities. But at the same time, that's not stopping nobody. That ain't going to stop any protesters. They're going to keep doing what they're doing. They're going to keep pushing and hustling and trying to make things happen for show. But real quick, I want to show you, this is some footage. There's another side footage of George Floyd. This is some other footage of George Floyd and the cops and the 4 cops that were with him. Moments before he was pulled out, thrown on the ground, and kneeled upon and murdered. Here we go. Now you don't see, obviously there's some kind of crazy, there's some crazy, some sort of crazy scuffle going on inside the car. Homeboy wants to run around the side of the car, back of the car. And this is moments before they pull him out and put him on his chest. I'm just playing it one more time. You see that? That is moments before they pull him out and put him on the ground, and then everybody else comes over and starts seeing with their own two eyes the murder of George Floyd. Now, if that footage, it does not throw up the charge or change the charges or put any of those other men, those three other men, if they don't press charges and arrest and charge those other three men, this whole protest is not going to be ending anytime soon. Now that this kind of footage has come out, has surfaced, I'm looking at this on Baller Alert. This is on Baller Alert on IG. I looked everywhere on YouTube. I was looking for it everywhere. I was looking on Twitter. I was looking everywhere. I could not find this footage. The only place I found this footage at was on IG. Real talk. That is real footage. And that's moments before that man was killed. Unjustifiably killed. So if you're telling me that he doesn't deserve a harder charge, then you must be losing your damn mind. All four men, all four former officers should be convicted, should be arrested and convicted. And they should throw the damn book at those guys. That is murder. Absolute murder. Man. Let's see. I'm going through some of your comments, y'all. And again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And like I say all the time, if this is your first time checking out this show, please crush that subscribe button down below. And of course, hit that like button underneath. It would really mean a lot, okay? We, of course, do a lot on this show. We cover a lot of different things. We don't only just cover what's going on with George Floyd, but at the same time, these are the times, these are the moments that are happening right now. And we are here to hold each other's hands and walk through these trying times together. All right. Anyway, what you saw, yes. Simply Simone said, what I saw was second-degree murder. Yes. Derek Chauvin is getting charged for second-degree murder and third-degree manslaughter. Now, I don't think that is hard enough. That's my own personal opinion. I think that he deserves much worse. I think he deserves much, much worse. Yes, B, I totally agree. They all should be accountable as well. Absolutely. Roberto, what's up, my brother? There was a live interview with ABC News with the lawyer from Floyd family that says there is a point that in the body cam footage that the officer checks and says, I have no pulse. Maybe we should. That's very interesting. Now, I don't know. I have not seen any of the interviews with any of Floyd's family. I mean, I've seen some of it, not just as of recently. I've not seen today's interviews or anything of that sort. So if that's brand new, if that's a brand new interview, that is still very new news to me. But at the same time, that is some wild stuff. You know, that is really real. That is what we're going through right now. There were people off camera on the side constantly saying to them, check his pulse, because he was constantly saying, I can't breathe. He was screaming out. He was screaming out for his dead mother. I mean, he was clinging on to life for as long as he could, and nothing happened. Not a thing happened. They just kept leaning in on him, sitting on him, and choking him out. So, of course, I wouldn't be surprised if one of the cops said, hey, we don't have a pulse. But they're now trying to make it seem like it's all these pre-existing conditions that he has, when it's clearly not that. It's clearly not that, y'all. You see footage like that, it makes you think other things. Then on top of that, given the fact that they've actually worked together before, that Chauvin and Floyd have worked together before, you don't sit there and wonder just a little bit, just a tiny bit of something? At least in my head, I start dressing up ideas in my head that maybe they just didn't get along, at the job site when they were working at the club. Maybe they didn't get along back then. So there's maybe some pent up animosity between them, and he's getting arrested, the whole nine. Then on top of that, the man is getting arrested for a counterfeit $20 bill. He wasn't writing no hot checks. He handed a $20 bill that was counterfeit. He handed that counterfeit $20 bill. He walked out of the store that he was at, and that's when the cops pulled up and it started to arrest his ass. That was it. That was it. Who's to say if he knew that that was a counterfeit $20 bill or not? Who's to say if he didn't know? We will never really know. You never know. I know plenty of people that have had counterfeit dollars, never knew, only to find out that it's counterfeit later. Those things happen all the time. Not all the time, but things like that do happen. So all of this for a whack $20 bill. Then the body cam footage. Do we have all of it? Do we have all of the footage? Has the public seen all of the footage? And I'm just saying this because inquiring minds would like to know. I don't know about you guys, but that's the thing I want to know. Have we seen all of it? And I mean all of it. Because right now, Roberto, thank you for commenting, Roberto, that piece. But you're saying that there's a point there's a certain point in the body cam footage, an officer checks and says he has no pulse. Maybe we should. I have not seen that footage myself. Maybe it is out there, but I haven't seen that. And I don't think that the general public has seen that. But there's enough footage out here to enrage any person, to enrage any group of people, to enrage the world. Reading your comments. What you're doing, Pascal, is defusing the bomb. One wire at a time, my brother. Eric Vandross said they worked security together for a year. Exactly. They worked in security for a year. You're telling me that they never met each other? You're telling me that they don't even know each other? Even though George Floyd worked inside and you had Chauvin working outside, they still were working for security. So they had to be in communication with each other at some point throughout every single night. Just to make sure. I'm sure there's a fight that breaks out in that club every single night. So they're having to cross paths at least once or twice, or they're having to escort some drunk ass out of the club. Those things do happen. Who's to say that they didn't cross paths passing a drunk person out the door, or helping each other take a drunk guy or a fight outside? Or a dude that hadn't, paid his bill and he's trying to get out. He's trying to run away. Plenty of things that would make them be in communication with each other and crossing paths all the time. Think about it. And they're trying to make it, they're trying to say that I'm telling you, they knew each other. I know for a fact, or I feel it in my bones. I don't know factual, but there's no way that they didn't know each other, man. Real talk. Who's to say? Think about a scenario in your mind. Because they already say that Chauvin was an ass. Chauvin was already a complete jerk, and he was a cowboy. Even when he was in security, he was quick to use his mace. He was quick to be a jerk. He was quick to go get into fisticuffs all the time. So let's just play the scenario out really quick when it comes to him picking up George Floyd. What if he's like, oh man, I've moved on. You know, I'm a cop. I'm doing this, that, and the third. I'm making things for myself. And look at Floyd with his counterfeit money. What if there was a conversation in the car that just triggered something that ticked off Floyd or ticked off Chauvin for it to turn into his death? It was a $20 bill, y'all. Counterfeit $20 bill. Think about it. You never know. Tanu Vane said, to go above third-degree murder, they have to prove he had intent. Yeah, that's very, very true. You're very right. But at the same time, you see the footage. There's so much footage of all this kind of stuff. There's chaos going on in almost every angle that you see. There's got to be some sort of intent. There's got to be. Simply Simone is saying, they're saying he's on suicide watch at the jail. Of course he is. Of course he's on suicide watch at the jail. His wife just left him. She probably is just disgraced, disgusted by him. I mean, I'm assuming. Absolutely disgusted by who he is and what he's done. Real talk. I would be too. I'd be feeling very, very sorry for myself. Real talk. But hey, that's the bed you made, my brother. And yeah, now you are the face of police brutality. You are the face of what is the problem inside of this country in the first place. So you will never live this down. You will never be able to do anything else. You will have to literally disappear. Unless you get indicted, get tried, convicted, and thrown in prison, then good luck, brother. Just don't drop the soap. I'm telling you, don't drop the soap. Just don't drop the soap. Anyway, Roberto says, turn him on his side, and one of the officers pinning him down says, no, we're keeping him in this position. He now states that the Floyd family is pushing for first degree. Abso-freaking-lutely. If that's exactly what they should be doing. That's exactly what they should be doing. If the body cam footage and audio is saying exactly that, they should be pushing for everything they can. They should be pushing for the hardest thing ever. And then I'm going, what the heck is going on with the other 3 officers? All of them should be freaking arrested right now for accessory to murder. I do not care I don't care. If Tao is standing on the side just chilling, you know for a fact he was in the wrong for letting all that stuff pass. He should have said, hey guys, I don't think this is a good idea. Y'all, chill. He's already handcuffed. Just put him in the car. But he didn't do anything. He just stood there, watching in the background, looking like a tan Pillsbury doughboy up in this piece. Get out of here, Tao. Reading your comments. Hold on. He must be charged with first-degree murder. Eric just said that. Eric Vandross said that. Exactly. I couldn't agree more. That's what he should be doing. That's what they should be doing. Charging him for first-degree murder. But at the same time, I think that's why a lot of people are very upset, because they're feeling that he is not getting punished within the full extent of the law. That's why people are even more upset. Then they're going, where's the justice? Why aren't the other 3 officers arrested? The other 3 officers need to get arrested, period. There is no reason to talk, rhyme or reason to talk around this ish. The people are not being unjustifiably stupid. The general public is saying something that should be happening. It should not take this long, y'all. It shouldn't. Damn it. It really shouldn't take this long to get some sort of justice for George Floyd, shoot, even for Breonna Taylor, for every single person that has died in the hands of a messed up, selfish cop. I'm not sitting here saying that all cops are bad, because I'm not. There are some good cops out there, but there's a lot of cowboys out there that think that they're untouchable and that they can do anything they want because they have a badge. They can hide behind their gun and their badge. It's a shame. Mr. T12 said a $20 bill that he may not even had known was counterfeit. I don't check my bills, and I totally agree. That's exactly what I was just saying a second ago, my brother. How do you know if it's counterfeit? If somebody's giving you a $20 bill, there's so many ways that you can get money that you think is not counterfeit. You see what I'm saying? It's not like he went and printed the counterfeit $20 bill himself. It's not like he went out of his way to do all that stuff. It's not like you're sitting there checking every single bill that you have in your billfold. You don't do that. You just pull out the money you spend, and that's it. And that's it, y'all. Yes, Mr. T said I mostly use plastic anyway, but it doesn't equal a murder. That's totally true. That's what I think too. That's what I think too. You know? So I'm going to get these lines open, the phone lines open, because I'd love to get you guys to call in, chime in, drop a dime, and speak on it. Give us a call at 314-766-4581. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Do you think that they should be getting, do you think that Chauvin should be getting more than just third-degree murder? Please give us a call or give me a call at 314-766-4581. Let's talk about that real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's speak on that real quick. Drop a dime and let me know what you think. I would love to hear your thoughts on this topic for sure. I'm going to keep reading some more of these comments, though. There is footage yet to be released. It's still being investigated. The lawyer said that it is still being looked into, and this is what Roberto said. And that's true. Body cams are supposed to stop these types of issues or clarify the actions of those involved. And that's absolutely right, Mr. T. And that's why I don't understand why there is body cam out there. There's body cam footage out there. And it's like there are things that are out there that are doctored, that have been edited. There are pieces that are missing. It's like we're always trying to piece the puzzle together because they don't want to release everything all at once. Because I feel like if they did, the whole world would be in flames. And I keep on saying like a powder keg, it would be a powder keg. Don't they have body cams? Where's that footage Manushka just said? Absolutely. That's the thing I want to know too. You know, I thought this is the thing that we're supposed to see right off the bat. But of course, this is how they do it. This is how they do it. Roberto, Mr. T, and Manushka. This is how they do it. They sit there, they go, oh, because they put that out there to make us feel safe. We got body cams, y'all. From now on, you're never going to see another Michael Brown Jr. or another Eric Gardner or another, such and such ever again. Not never. You're never going to hear I Can't Breathe ever again. And if you do, we got the body cam for it. But guess what happens? They go, oh, it's under surveillance and we're investigating it right now. BS. You know what they're doing? They're hiding the information so that people don't lose their minds and so that they can protect their own. And that's it. They already put out all the other footage. There's all kinds of other footage. Right when he gets arrested, to where he's sitting, leaning up against the building, to when they escort him into the squad car, all that stuff is leaked out. Why, you ask? Why, you ask? Because that stuff is safe. It shows the cops doing their job as they usually do. They are doing protocol. But outside of that, Pew. Oh, we're investigating that footage. We need that for the court and all that stuff. So we're not putting that out for the public. BS. They're saving that stuff because they don't want to incriminate more people. That's it. Let's keep it real. This is all theater of the mind. The whole idea of a body cam is theater of the mind. When was the last time you saw a body cam that actually was out there and people saw it and the police got to show they ass wholeheartedly? When was the last time you saw that? I'll tell you what, I won't wait. Not never. Personally, I ain't never seen it. I don't know about you, but I ain't never seen it. I mean, it's fine. I can sit here and wait and see if there's anybody that has anything like, oh yeah, that one particular that one particular situation happened. Majority of the time, when the video cam, like the body cam stuff comes out, it doesn't come out until months later. It comes like way after the fact. Way after the fact. It's never right then and there. They're always going, we must investigate. We must look into the things and blah, 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 and cut out all these faces and put black blocks on people's faces because we don't want to incriminate other people that are in the room and in the footage and blah, 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 blah. That's what's going on, man. Come on. They only say that we have body cams so that we feel somewhat safe, but that's not really the truth. If I got shot point blank right in the middle of the road right now by a cop, and there was a story behind it, and there was reason for it to be investigated, there would be reason for people to start an uproar and talk about it and burn buildings down and shake the very foundation of this society and this world that we live in right now. You know what they're going to do with that body cam footage? They'll put out the part when I get shot. Or they'll put the part out when I'm just arguing with the cop. They won't show the scuffle. They'll show the end or they'll show the beginning, but they'll never show the meat of the actual story. It's all theater of the mind, guys. It's all there to make us feel like we're being taken care of, that they're saying we're taking a step forward in helping you all so that you feel, so that you know that you don't have to pull out your phone if you get pulled over because we have body cam on at all time. When that's actually not the truth. It's selective video. Not selective hearing, selective video. But like I said, give me a call at 314-766-4581. I'd love to hear your opinion on this situation. Do you think he should be getting more than what he's being charged for? Former police officer Chauvin, do you think he should be getting charged more than what he's getting charged with right now? Give me a call, 314-766-4581. I'm going to continue reading some of your more of your comments, y'all. Someone made a good point about her wanting a divorce. She would get nothing if they stayed together and he sued. And that's very true. My brother Jack said that last night, and that's very, very true. If they stayed together and he gets sued, then his she gets nothing. His kids get nothing. The whole nine. And I know that it's his second wife, if I'm correct. So, and now I'm hearing there's a story that Chauvin's wife is actually Tao, the Pillsbury Doughboy. That's actually his sister. So, of course, this turns into like a soap opera. This turns into a, guiding light episode with cops. But apparently, Tao, his sister, is married or just divorced Derek Chauvin. the man who killed George Floyd. So that kind of explains things a tiny bit more as well. Something to think about as well. Anyway, there's live footage of NYPD driving into protesters. So I heard something about NYPD footage driving into protesters, which is insane. And I'd love to see some of that. I only saw one video of a protester that was standing on top of a car, of an SUV, but I couldn't make out if it was a police car or not. But that driver tried to run over that man that was on top of his car. And of course, that's unnecessary. Absolutely. Tanu Vane, if there is missing footage or one of the officers confirms he says nothing about wanting to hurt Floyd, that would make it first degree pretty easily. Exactly. That's actually a good point to know. That's actually a very good point to know. But the thing is I feel like the footage itself should automatically showing him with his knee on his neck and just digging into him and everyone asking him to let up. That should give him first degree to begin with. That's just my personal opinion. My personal opinion. I don't check my bills either, especially 20 and below. Carolyn Hudspeth. Hey, Carolyn, how you doing, sweetheart? Good evening. Yes, I don't check my $20 bills either when I get them. I usually use plastic nowadays, but at the same time, if I got cash money, I'm not checking my $20 bills. I ain't going through all that stuff. Somebody hands me a $20 bill, I'm not, sniffing it and checking the each one under a light to make sure there's that strip in there. I don't do that. I just take the money and I go. Thank you. You know what I mean? You bless me with some money. Moving on. You know what I'm saying? I don't waste my time with that. Now I feel like I got to. I don't want to die either. That's the most ridiculous thing. They're trying to say autopsy says he had hypertension and no proof of asphyxiation. That's why third degree. I say bullshit. Yep. I feel you. I feel you, Carolyn, on Facebook. That's actually true. Absolutely murderers. American policing. American policing must be revamped. I totally agree with you, Eric Vandross. I completely 110% agree with you on that. That's what needs to be. They need to start back down from zero and rebuild the police department throughout. And they have to have new policies, new ways of approaching things. And I feel like there should be a psych eval every quarter at least. I don't think that they do psych evals like that. Especially cops that are in inner cities or have to deal with high crime areas. I think that they need to have psych eval on a more regular basis. I feel like that's the only fair thing to do. I think. Moving on. Maybe they're trying to turn one of the cops to get more evidence of premeditation. You know what? Tanu Vane just commented on that on YouTube, and I'm going to say this. I don't think so. I really, really don't think so. If they are, sure. I just feel like I've seen too many things happen over the past 8 years, let's just say, that haven't changed a damn thing, like at all. And more we're waiting for people to step forward, do the right thing, man up, say what really went down, so on and so forth. And yet we don't really see those things happen. No one really comes in and becomes the hero. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm still waiting for that hero moment. You know what I mean? That comes in and says, okay, you know what? What really went down is this. I am tired of the BS. Here it is. Plow. Splatter. But we don't see that. We don't. It's unfortunate. They say the revolution won't be televised, but it will be streamed with filters. Facts. Facts, Mr. T. I agree with that. And that's what we're seeing right now. That's what we're seeing all over the globe. People coming in, demonstrating, protesting, saying that they're with us, they're with America, they're with the people that have been unjustifiably killed, the injustices that are going on in America, the whole nine. Now we're starting to see it, and they're all connecting with us via social media. And that's, to me, just amazing, man. Isn't that amazing? That's so dope. Let's see. I got more. We got more. I hope they do. Oh, wow. Mark Peterson, thank you so much for the love, man. I really appreciate it. He should be getting he should be getting a more serious charge. The DA might be thinking a good lawyer could beat a first degree. Keep up the great work. Mark Peterson, thank you so much. I salute you, my brother. Thank you so much for the love, for the tip. I really do appreciate that. Yes. You know, that's very, very true. The DA might be thinking that, they might think exactly that they're like, hey, we're going to get all the stuff. We're going to get all the evidence. We're going to get all the information that we have. And then we're going to try to spin it on its end. If we have a dope ass lawyer that can beat, I believe if we have a dope ass lawyer, we can flip this whole situation around and just annihilate and deny, and show them, hey, it was him that did this. He had hypertension. He had pre-existing conditions. He was high on drugs, so on and so forth, to make it seem like, no, oh yeah, then then it was manslaughter. Third degree. Case dismissed. He goes and serves a little bit of time, but it's nothing. He doesn't learn anything. He comes back out. Lather, rinse, repeat. And unfortunately, he'll probably go and become like some security guard when he comes back out at some club, terrorizing other people as well, which is a damn shame. Oh my gosh. Simply Simone said the store should have had a counterfeit pen or UV light stand to check bills. We got it at my job. That's very true. And that's probably what they did, but they probably did it once he left. That's what happened when he left. He paid and he walked out the door. And then that's when they were like, oh, wait, this bill is counterfeit. And then that's when ish hit the fan. And that's when everybody and their mama, and that's when we get to the events that we had that led to him being killed. You know, it's sad. Right now, Money B on YouTube. Right, but money is fake anyway, so there's no excuse for it to be okay to kill any man. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's just a piece of paper. Literally. He wasn't even writing hot checks, like I said. These weren't even hot checks. This was just a $20 bill that he could have been given that he thought was real. Just in his defense for 2 seconds. Because you know for a fact they're not going to defend him. Let's see, what else? Cops are getting exposed today as these videos keep coming out of them instigating protesters. Yeah, that's also the other thing. Like, you know, cops are really starting to show their ass right now. And there's all kinds of videos out here. There's one that's hilarious called De-Escalate on His Dick. I'm telling you, just put that in Twitter, and I'm telling you, you will get a good laugh. It is hilarious. It is worth the... You know what? I'm going to pull it up. Why not? Because you know what? We need something to laugh at, and this is some funny stuff. This all is revolving around the protests and all that, and it's pretty freaking funny. Real talk. Here we go. Left turn, but enjoy.
On the sidewalk. Hey, shut the fuck up. What's the goal out here for Dallas police tonight? Peaceful protest, and you think barking stupid fucking orders at people is gonna keep things peaceful or no? I mean, I'm not gonna do anything but record you being a dumbass, but so
This dude's
you
going
think,
in.
Shooting gas grenades into a peaceful crowd is gonna keep things peaceful? What do you think? What do you think? What's your name, buddy? That was over there. So everyone over here on this corner has been totally peaceful, and that's where they just shot the gas grenades.
Let's not be inflammatory.
You know what, dude?
Let's be
No, I'll do what I want. You do what you want. How about that?
Likewise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do me, you do you.
Don't make it worse. Why make it worse?
I'll do what I want. You do what you want. If you want to lick his boots, go lick him. You want to suck his dick, go suck it. I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't give a fuck what you do.
Bruh.
Okay, then de-escalate on his dick.
You can do that. You're the one talking about that. Don't be an asshole. Don't be an asshole.
You better keep 6 feet, motherfucker.
Wow.
Because they're gonna keep the peace.
Oh my God. Oh man, I'm sorry. I hope that made you guys chuckle just a tiny bit. But yeah, that's what's going on. And that happened earlier, late last night. I'm sorry. It got uploaded. It was put on Twitter. It's been getting shared like crazy. And it's just really funny because he's in Dallas. He obviously saw something that was going down. There was a lot of peaceful protesters that were just standing there peacefully protesting. And what did the cops do? They went out and shot a whole bunch of tear gas grenades in a large group of peaceful protesters. So he felt compelled to pick up his camera or his phone or whatever he's using and start interrogating the cop that actually shot the tear gas into the group. Now, here it is. He was the only, I'm telling you, luckily for him, he has that white privilege. He was able to go to that cop, talk all that mess, and not get his ass arrested. Because I know for a fact that if that was a brother or sister that went up there and did that, if that was a black person or a person of color, a POC, if you will, they would have gotten arrested with the quickness, trust, and believe. These cops are going around and arresting all kinds of people, not giving a damn, not giving two damns about why they're arresting people at all. Just like they're shooting out tear gas into peaceful protesters in Dallas for no apparent reason. They're just shooting it out there because they want to get them out of the way. De-escalate on his dick. And that's what I mean. He had the balls to say something. And then there's the other part of America. It's kind of funny. You got that America, the man who's holding the camera, and then you got the other America, the guy who was on the side of him being like, hey, don't inflame it. Don't start stuff. Don't poke the bear type thing. It's interesting when you got how funny it's those two opposing ideas on either side right next to each other. And one guy is sitting here going, there's so many unjustified things. There's so many unjust things that are going on that I'm seeing with my own two eyes, and I'm sick and tired of it. And yes, I'm going to use my privilege because I know for a fact that I can actually get my word out there faster than a young black man, which is unfortunate. Just like I talked about it this morning. I played Killer Mike's speech, and then I pulled out Cuomo's speech that he did on his show last night. And I said out loud, which one is everybody listening to more? Which one is middle America listening to more? And I still put that question out to you guys. It's a damn shame. Huge shout out to Cuomo, though, and huge shout out to Killer Mike, because they both were saying the same thing, except which one's going to be heard more? Which one's message is going to be heard and really ingested more? Unfortunately. Moving on. Yes. Messed up. Absolutely. Wow. Epic. Laughy faces. Yeah, I'm glad it made you guys laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we need to laugh every once in a while. Like I said, the show is not only just a lot of seriousness about race and things burning to the ground and stuff, but at the same time, woo, these are the times. These are the times. Found out George Floyd has a 6-year-old daughter. It hurts another child has to grow up without a father, and that's simply Simone. That's actual facts as well. Part of me feels like the other 3 are getting lawyers behind the scenes and try to put it all on Chauvin so they can get a deal for themselves. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know for a fact Chauvin, but here it is. You know for a fact Chauvin's the bulldog. You know for a fact he's alpha out of that little pack. Look at Tao. Bruh, look at Tao. Tao is soft. You can't tell me he goes up to Chauvin and says, "No, man, I ain't doing what you telling me to do, man. I'm going to do me." Nah, he's doing exactly what Chauvin tells him to do. That man's soft. That man hella soft. Come on now. You don't not once see him say, man, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. Doesn't look like it's a good idea. Looks like we're hurting him. No. No words like that are coming out of his mouth. He's just like, all right, I'll hold your 6. I got your 6, man. No, guys, I don't think that's a good idea. No. Yes, he does sound like Kermit the Frog in my mind. I don't care what you think. What's up, Mega Man? Crystal, George Floyd. I am literally dying. Cop. Nah, man, calm down. Exactly. Exactly. But that's the thing. That's what we have. Those are the things that we have. We have footage from another angle showing that there is obviously a tussle going on inside of the squad car. Then they pull the poor man out. They pull poor Floyd out of the car. They throw him on the ground. He's already got handcuffs on, y'all. He's already got handcuffs on. This is not like he was fighting in the car without handcuffs. He's already detained. They throw him on the ground. 2 of them sit on his back, pretty much. And then Chauvin just puts his knee right on his neck. Whilst the man is still in shackles. He can't move, but yet he's dangerous. He's a dangerous man. Yeah, to me, Tao sounds like Kermit the Frog. Look at him. Take a look at Tao one more time. And tell me that the Kermit the Frog voice doesn't come out. Because it's probably, you don't even hear him, probably never. He probably doesn't even say anything most of the time. Chauvin probably tells him what to do, and he does it exactly as is. To a T. The man is weak. The fact that he didn't say anything makes him weak. That is not a man. That is Pillsbury Doughboy. Why do I keep on saying toe boy? Pillsbury toe boy. Just saying. That is a weak man.
Piggy, I don't think it's a good idea, we already have him in shackles.
So anyway, so that's part of that's part one of the conversation today. Like I said, give me a call at 314-766-4581. Drop a dime. Let me know what you think. You know, we got to talk about all this stuff. We got all kinds of crazy stuff going on. There is something else that's going on, and here it is. I don't understand. Somebody needs to explain to me a little bit about this thing about Karens. What is up with these Karens that keep popping up, y'all? Karens are coming out of the woodwork, y'all. There's like a Karen over there, and then, oh, there's another Karen, and oh, there's another Karen. They're everywhere. These Karens are everywhere, bruh. Like everywhere. So, got a little story, or got a piece to talk about. There is a woman that they are calling the drunk Karen that was at a park the other day harassing a Latin family because she had a problem with their choice in music. Yeah. She had a problem with their choice in music, and I got the video. So we're gonna play that one too. Why not? The world's full of Karens, y'all. The world is full of Karens. Here we go. And I feel bad because there's a lot of really good women out there that are named Karen. So I feel bad. I'm not trying to say that those women that are named Karen are actually Karen. They're just named Karen, unfortunately. So shout out to all the Karens out there in the world that are actually good human beings, that care about people. There's a lot of Karens out there that are protesting out in the streets right now as we speak. But then there are these negative, terrible human beings that we are now categorizing as Karens. And it sucks. I wish there was a better name, maybe a less used name of some sort. You know what I'm saying? But them are the breaks, unfortunately. So here's the video because I need you guys to see this a little bit. This is the stuff that these are the moments why I keep thinking. This is why I go, Trump was a bad idea. Trump was a bad idea because of this.
Bye, Karen. Bye. 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 Bye.
You know what? In America,
Bye.
we speak English.
So?
We don't have to listen.
Who say that? Who say that? Who say that? Who say that?
All right,
¿Quién lo dijo?
That's fine.
Can you speak Spanish?
I'm just going to tell you what, senor.
Wow.
When the authorities come to shut your fucking music
Okay, Karen.
off,
Bye. Karen. Bye. You want to talk to the manager?
you know what? Mr. Trump
Called her
will
Karen.
say, Thank you.
God.
Thank you.
Oh, my
Thank
God.
you.
Pescaste.
Us Republicans
Oh, my God.
love Mr. Donald Trump.
Are you drunk?
Here we go.
Don't want to hear this fucking crap.
And we don't want to hear you.
All to do is fish. All we want to do is fish.
No, I'm fish.
We can't, because all we hear is your
You don't
goddamn
hear-
fucking music.
You fish with your hands.
Shut.
You know how to use
Jesus
them?
Christ.
But I have to teach you.
What an asshole.
I have to teach you.
Okay, what an asshole. Aren't you the asshole? You're the asshole. What the hell's wrong with you? Why do I feel like this is Derek Chauvin's aunt? Moving on.
You are the asshole.
Oh, God.
No, we don't fish with our hands. Americans fish with poles, and they don't have to hear this goddamn music while they're fishing.
Yep.
We want silence.
These are terrible.
Fishing
If you want
is
silence, go
supposed
to your
be
home
silent.
and close your mouth.
Wow.
You know what, senor?
That's the only word you can say in Spanish.
You know what?
Karen.
Okay. Tacos and a margarita.
Margarita. Oh, wow.
You know what? People
This-
fishing don't
Yeah, you
hear
can get margarita.
music.
This woman's a piece of work.
I do. I do, bitch. I do.
Whatever the hell you want, but
I
leave
do.
us alone.
We don't want to
Who
hear
the
this
fucking
crap.
cares?
We don't want to
Go
hear
your
this
home and then
crap.
talk with us.
This is crap. This isn't American music.
Hi, Karen. Go fucking off.
Oh my God.
You know what? This is the
Can you close your
United
mouth?
States of
I love your speech.
America.
Thank you.
And a United States of America.
Such a way.
Not this
Wow.
fucking crap that all these people are fishing. You have to listen to your goddamn shit.
Wow.
So when I call the
Yeah,
police,
your husband is coming.
and when they come down, you'll know who sent them.
Wow. Okay. I've had enough. I'm not going to play the whole thing because it keeps going and going and going and all that. But real talk, that is a piece of trash. Okay. That is a garbage person. All right. She goes on to say like, oh, you know, Spanish, this is America. We speak English, like just the typical pro-Trump rhetoric crap that you hear from people on the regular when they're saying build a wall and all that stuff. Like this is the kind of stuff that upsets me. She looks like a very, very sad human being. She looks like she's just very, very lonely, very sad. Maybe she was trying to be a ballerina one day in her life. She wanted to be a dancer, and those things never became true. Therefore, she's angry. I don't know. Maybe her husband left her for a Spanish woman or something like that. I don't know what it is, but she is very sad. That is a sad ass woman. That is a sad ass woman. You know? It's so crazy, man. It's so crazy. Her family has to be upper middle class at least. Or you know what? Or maybe Bruno Goats. Maybe she just likes to think that she's upper middle class, but she ain't got nothing. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she's just faking the funk. You know, fake it till you make it, but she didn't make it. Lo siento. That's Spanish. Anyway. Also, Mega Man said, also there was a reason Karen video. There was a reason Karen videos that I don't know. Also, there was a reason Karen video that I guess he's saying recent Karen video that I seen was complaining about that the paramedics ambulance was blocking her driveway. I'm thinking, seriously? Absolutely. That's the thing. It's like there's a lot of privileged people out here that just want to make, just want to make a fuss out of things because they just think that they are in the right. And what drives me nuts is people like this woman here. People like this piece of trash woman, this garbage person. This is a garbage person. This woman right here, this garbage person thinks because we have somebody in office that she has the right to speak the way she's speaking. She thinks she has the right to speak that way because of what the climate is right now. And ever since Trump went into office. Real talk. She thinks she can get away with speaking that way because Trump speaks that way. And we all know it. It's a damn shame, y'all. It's a damn shame. Angel Gill said there's a protest in Memphis, Tennessee. Yes, there's a protest in Memphis, Tennessee. There's a protest everywhere right now. Everywhere is popping off right now. Everywhere. Let's see. Crystal Critique. I like how she said senor. Like, yes, I am cultured and I am fluent in Spanish. No kidding. She had no idea what she's talking about. She's so drunk. She has no idea. She probably, that whole big gulp she got is probably filled with Everclear. You know what I'm saying? Mark Peterson, my wife is Hispanic, and if we were at the park and Karen came over, they would have shut her down right away. She either ran into the most polite Hispanics or that was fake. Here it is. Later on in the video, her man or whoever she's with comes up and grabs her and he's like, come on, let's go. Let's leave. Like they were really, I don't think it's fake. It's real. She really was going in on them. And I commend that family that was sitting there just videotaping and just talking back. They didn't put hands on her. They didn't put any ill will on her. They didn't do anything to her. They didn't put, you know what I'm saying? There were no paws on her, nothing. No bows were thrown, nothing. They just sat there, laughed it off, and just kept on calling her Karen. That was it. And that's kind of how you need to do it nowadays because you just never know anymore, you know? But yes, it is real. I believe it's completely 110% real because, yes, like I said, husband comes out of nowhere. If you see it, I'll show it to you real quick. If you see in the background right here, that is her man coming out of nowhere, walking all the way up from fishing. He's got fishing poles in his hand, the whole nine. And let me jump up to the part where he pulls up right here. He's right here, and she's still talking her mess. So bear with us. Here we go.
Bye.
See?
Bye. 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 Bye.
See? And he's just trying to grab her.
Thank you.
Yeah, and she's just saying, playing American music. And then, they're obviously just trying to, the hubby is just trying to pull her away so he can just, get her to shut the hell up. And probably he's embarrassed. I don't know. Or he probably is just totally with her 110% and going, damn right, girl. But honestly, this is not working. You're drunk. Let's go home. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, I don't think it's fake. I don't think it's fake, Mark. But at the same time, I do commend that family for just holding up their camera and just letting social media do their work. And that's the one thing I love about it. Because nowadays, all we got to do is just film, post it on social media, sit back and let it ride. Because usually that's where the real justice comes. It's through that social media sometimes. Mega Man can't get enough of Karens. I mean, honestly, it's so fascinating to me that they even exist. And the fact that they're even caught like this is crazy. I remember there was a time everything was kept on the hush hush. They didn't talk about things. Racism was behind closed doors. It wasn't in your face like this. At least for the past, before Trump got into office for 8 years, it was kind of behind closed doors. It was just there. Don't worry. Growing up, saw racism all the time in my face all day, every day. I still deal with it to this day. Even when Obama was in office, I still saw racism every single day. But at the same time, it just seems like these kind of videos keep popping out even more nowadays. It's just wild. It's just crazy to me, man. Moving on. Let's see. The police was created to protect them, not us. That's very, very true. Eric Vandross. That's very, very true. Ashton, what is Trump's phone number? I don't know. That's a good question. I'd like to know myself as well. Let's see. Brooklyn. Yeah, Brooklyn has already been protesting for a while, Eric. Like I said, it's been popping off. The protests have been popping off everywhere. Real talk, and it's pretty amazing the fact that things have been going off the way they have been. I actually wouldn't protest in New York. The hospitals can't handle the virus patients. Yeah, I mean, you're right, Tanu Vane. You do have a point on that. That is not. I don't know if it's a good place to do that. They're still struggling. They're on the struggle bus like a mug, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that haven't been sick that are just losing their minds, getting stir crazy and seeing all these injustices that are going on and feel like they need to contribute and be a part of this movement that's going on. It's a huge movement. So in a way, it's not going to stop people from going out and doing their thing. And yes, there is that fear of the virus spreading. But I guess that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles for right now. Unfortunately. Crystal, he was at work and sensed a disturbance in the force and just booked it as fast as he could. No kidding. He was like, Karen's in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Man, that was crazy, bro. That was some crazy stuff, man. And that's the thing. And that's sad. Because I look at somebody like her and I'm like, oh, you need some love in your life. You know what I mean? When was the last time you got laid? Oh, lo siento. Lo siento. And there's probably nobody who would do that. So I don't know. Anyway. Oh, what's the number to call in? It is 314-766-4581. Boom. 314-766-4581. Give us a call. Give me a call. Give me a call. Let me know what you think. Let's talk about some stuff real quick before I turn in and wrap this show up and all of that. And of course, all the people that are tuning in right now that are watching for the very first time, thank you so much for tuning into the Pascal Show. I'm hoping that you guys keep sticking around. I do my show Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time till about 12 p.m. I have my radio show that I do here live, just like this. On Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. But I also do random pop-up streams like this one, for example. I will be doing another one tomorrow, early afternoon, probably around noon tomorrow, Central Standard Time, to talk about everything that's going on and all the new stuff that is developed overnight. Here's a phone caller. Hey, you're on the mic with Pascal. What's your name and where you calling from?
Pascal, it's James laughing.
James,
what you doing?
What's up, man? How
Hey.
you doing?
Well, I'm doing okay today.
That's good. That's good. What's on your mind, man? Speak on it.
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Oh, right on.
Thank you.
Right on. So, speak on it, man. What's been on your mind?
Oh my goodness. Well, we're okay here. The weather's good. Oh, man, I got in trouble today. I called the police today.
You called the police today. Why?
Oh, man, there was... Oh, that's a deep... That'd take 20 minutes to explain that one.
Okay.
But it's okay. It's a good day today.
Okay, so have you seen any protest in your part of town?
Huh?
Have you seen any protests in your part of town?
Oh, no, listen, I never leave my house. I live in my fortress of solitude. I never go out.
Right on.
I just read the news, and too bad I'm not in charge of this organization.
No kidding. No kidding.
Too bad I'm not in charge of this organization. I could, I could organize a 1,000,000-man march every day. But, I see wrong every day. This is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong.
Right.
But nobody cares because I'm not rich.
Yeah, and I understand that, man. But hey,
Pascal, you're so funny. Thank you for putting up with me.
Hey, anytime, James. Hey, I'm going to talk to you here soon. I got another phone call, okay? Thank you for calling in.
Bye.
Have a good one. Bye. Hey, you're on the mic with Pascal. What's your name and where you calling from? Hello, you're on the mic with Pascal. What's your name and where you calling from?
Pascal, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, how are you?
Good, man. How you doing?
Hello, you're on the mic with Pascal.
Yeah, can you hear me?
What's your name and where you calling from?
This is
Pascal, what's your name and where you calling from?
Mr. T.
Hey, how are you?
This is Mr. T. What's up, man? Turn off or turn down the live feed behind in the background real quick. It might make things a little bit easier.
Turn off or turn down the live feed behind in the background.
Cut it off. Yeah, sorry about that.
No worries, man. So, Mr. T, what's on your mind, my brother?
I appreciate your show. I'm in Philadelphia right now, so we got the riots for the first time.
Yeah, man. So tell me, what's going on over there? Are you guys in a safe place, and how's it going over there?
Yeah, well, the protests were downtown in Philadelphia, and I'm probably about 30 minutes out, so it's pretty safe where I am now. But they activated curfew at 8 p.m.
Oh, okay. And are people still outside, still protesting over there?
There are some, but the big crowds have dispersed. But people are still doing things in their personal neighborhoods, but downtown isn't as bad as it was earlier.
That's what's up. So what are your thoughts on it, man? I mean, now that it's gone over to, now that it's in Philadelphia, it's in It's in, Brooklyn. It's spanning the globe. It's in Beverly Hills, for crying out loud. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are your thoughts? I mean, do you think that this is a good thing? Do you think this is a bad thing that is spreading the way it's spreading?
Well, I think the people are just tired of being beat down and not heard.
Yeah.
So this has been built up for decades, not just this year, but for decades. And I believe the mixture of COVID, people being inside for months and not working, and then seeing the Ahmaud Arbery case, and then the lady, I think her name was Corinne, who was shot with her boyfriend. And
Breonna.
this case here.
Breonna.
All this together was just the shoulder cam was back,
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, so in other words, like, are you seeing it as something that is justified? Do you think it's something that is like, hey, we can take this and it could be at a lower hum? Or is it kind of like, hey, man, burn it all the way down?
Well, I think it's pretty hard to decipher, how everyone feels. But I think that most of us have a general consensus of justice has to be served.
Yes.
Unfortunately, in the mixture of the crowds, you have people out there who actually do want to protest. You have some who just want to loot and mess things up.
Right.
We have some out there as opportunists, so we have to be careful about like generalizing who's out there, because everyone doesn't have the same cause in their hearts, so it's eye-opening for the world. I've been talking to people overseas, and they've been asking me about how is the black experience going on in America? Why is it so bad? They don't get it. Yeah. What they see is what's put on TV. They don't see what's happening day by day.
Right. Yeah, and that's very true.
It's unfortunate, it really is that a group of people have to protest, every decade, over something, and then the voices are still not heard. So they're done.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everything's coming to a head for sure. I feel that things are finally just coming to a place where there is no way out except forward. And the amount of chaos that's happening right now is just a reflection of how pent up and how angry people are on several different levels. Just like what you said earlier, the lockdown, being shut in, the coronavirus, the quarantining, the whole nine. I feel like there is so much going on that there's multiple different types of anger and rage that are going on right now. But it is something that I feel like everybody is feeling. And then now with George Floyd's death to just top it all off, I think it's now starting to become something different. It's now almost like it's getting focused. It's starting to get focused. At first, I think it was just a blind rage, and I think now it is starting to get focused. Like you were on the show with me, on the show this morning. You saw on the show this morning me talking about the Fox News reporter that was getting shunned out of the riot during the protests in front of the White House. And I said, see, this is focus. They focused on getting him out. That was their whole goal. Intimidating, focusing on this one goal to get this man out. And I think now that's starting to happen. And I think that's happening on a global sense, on a global tip, which is so exciting. I just wish that we would stop burning things to the ground, and so that we can stop getting people hit by cars. But go ahead, Mr. T.
I agree. I mean, the media is going to paint a picture that's going to influence the whole world's viewpoint.
Absolutely.
So if they're only showing and headlining looters and rioters, then that's what people are going to believe.
Absolutely.
So we have to be able to let the people who are protesting have a voice as well. That's going to be the majority of the news coverage, and not just the negative, unfortunately.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you, Mike. And so, yes, thank you so much. Sorry, Mr. T. And so I have to say thank you so much for calling in, putting in your 2 cents. And yes, most definitely be safe up there in Philadelphia, because I know it's been rocking and rolling all day today. And, so be safe tonight as well, my brother. All right?
Thank you. You as well. Thank you for your platform.
Thank you, man. Peace.
Peace.
All right, you're on the mic with Pascal. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hello. This is Brandon coming from Virginia.
Brandon from Virginia, what's up, man? How you doing, my brother?
I'm feeling. That's all I can say. I'm feeling.
Okay, tell me. Talk to me. How are you feeling?
Feeling like scared and upset, honestly. Just thinking about this horrible stuff that's happening to people, and this is quite literally everything in the world is kind of feel like people are just thinking of people as black and white, rather literally, but the good and the evil. But I hate the idea of being lumped into being seen as being evil, because being a white guy myself, I have a feeling that some people may just see me as evil just because I am white, and I just hate the idea of being lumped into an evil category,
Yeah, I can see I understand what you're saying. And can I ask you, Brother Brandon, how old are you?
Sorry, say that again?
How old are you?
I'm actually 14.
You're 14. Okay. So, and it's okay to feel how you're feeling, my brother. It's okay. Mm-hmm. Now, here's the thing. I know that you feel like it's a one-sided thing, but I'm telling you right now, and it's not, and I'm saying this right now. It doesn't mean that you have to be out in the protests or putting yourself in harm's way to show that you are not the what one might think as the stereotypical, right? So that you're not feeling like you're put in a category or put in a corner. But there are ways that you can show that you are part of the movement or or not one of those guys. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that you have to say, "Oh, I love black people. I got 3 friends. I got 3 black friends." You don't have to do that stuff, man. Don't waste your time with any of that stuff. That's a waste of time, and that hinders you instead of helping you. It's just taking the time to be yourself around other people. Be you. And be the best version of yourself that you can be. And whenever you do see something that's not right, or whenever you do witness something that's unjust and not right, you stand up for the people that are being unjustifiably ostracized or hurt. So there's ways that you can be a hero right now and still be you can still be white. It's okay. Not all white people are terrible. So, Brandon, I know that you feel that certain way right now, but you don't need to feel that way. Because like I said, the Black Lives Matter movement, for example, is filled with all races and all colors. There's so many people that are banding together right now, my brother. So many. White, black, gray, polka dotted, purple. It doesn't matter. They are all going after the one cause, and that is to get justice. So one thing I need you to do is you need to get rid of that idea out of your head. You need to strip that out of your head. Because I'm telling you, as you get older, that feeling that you have, if you keep that seed in the back of your brain, it's only going to grow into something bad. So start to let go of that right now.
Okay.
Okay, Brandon?
All right. Yeah.
Awesome. Brandon, you're dope. You're incredible.
Okay.
And the fact that you called in and talked about it with me right now says that you are willing to take a step forward in changing how you perceive yourself. And that's huge. Remember that, Brandon. Okay?
Okay.
All right, man. Thank you so much for calling, my brother. Stay safe and stay healthy, all right? And keep fighting the good fight. And also, do me this one favor, too. Don't ever, ever shy away from who you are and your feelings. The fact that you called me is huge, my brother. That shows that you're willing to find ways to change, and you're willing to speak and speak your mind, which is something that men don't do very often. Don't ever shy away from that. I would give you a hug and a high five right now if I saw you physically, man. What you did is huge. So thank you so much for calling, Brandon. Seriously.
Thank you.
All right, brother. Stay up, my brother.
Yeah.
Peace.
Bye.
Yes, man. I feel like there are people out there that are listening to the show or watching the show that might feel just like what Brandon felt. And I'm hoping that talking with Brandon right then and there at that particular moment will hopefully make him change his mind and realize that, hey, it's not the color of my skin. It's all up here, everybody. It's all up here. So I hope that everybody who's watching right now, that's tuning in, that's watching the show, that's thinking about things and wondering about, hey, what is the right thing? How can I help? How can I do this? Oh, it's because I'm not black, so how can I be supportive? Or I'm not black, so I don't want to be put in this category and all that. Actually, it's just how you perceive your life. It's just how you approach life, y'all. We're all taking our lives one step at a time. And if you're stepping towards the light, if you're stepping towards positive, I'm telling you, you will never be put in a situation where you have to prove yourself otherwise. Let your actions speak louder than your words, for sure. I have to say a huge thank you for Brandon for calling. That was really important. I think there's a lot of people that need to hear that, Brandon. And you're 14 years old. And you called because that's how you felt in your heart. That's huge. And like I said, I hope I was able to help you readjust your perception on yourself and in your perception in this path in life. Anyway, I got to get going. I think that was a good one. I think that was a good positive place to stop for tonight. Here it is, guys. I do want to ask you guys, please, 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 please call into the show anytime. Please don't be shy in speaking your minds and speaking your heart, speaking your feelings. And also I say this too, please hit that subscribe button. I hate to say that, but I got to. Hit that subscribe button. Please tell your friends about this show. You know, I love what I do, and I love you guys, and I love everybody who's been on and taking the time to be on with me twice a day and all that stuff. I've been doing some crazy stuff recently, but I've been feeling something. I've been feeling this kind of energy, and I've been like, I can't not let it just go. I can't not let it just subside. This is the time that we need to all be leaning on each other and talking with each other and loving each other while fighting and laughing and crying and all that good stuff too. So, again, if you haven't done it already, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button down below this feed if you felt something today. If you felt something tonight through this show. I will be on tomorrow at 12 p.m. That's noon Central Standard Time. So please come back on, hang out with me, because I'm only doing one show tomorrow because I have a long week ahead of me. But I wanted to be on just to hang out with you guys, talk about things, talk about what's going on in the world, because there's a lot going on, y'all. And the stories keep developing. More and more things are going to continue to develop as I'm sleeping, all right, as we are all sleeping. So at noon tomorrow morning, or tomorrow at noon Central Standard Time, I will be on, and we will talk, and we will go through this all together, all right? Again, hit that subscribe button. Please check my community page on the page, because I will be putting up photos and things in the conversations that we're going to be having tomorrow and all that. And don't be shy. Tune in. You always have a place at the table at the Pascal Show. Anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Stay safe and stay healthy, everybody. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at noon Central Standard Time. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Sex, money, power, respect. All of us have in this community. All of you people different to me.
Take up your glass.
The festival is crazy in the streets. Deception, the fake as it leaks. Entertainers are talking for tweakers and losing their self because their loves are unique. All of us under surveillance. We wasn't feeling they made it. Half of them stumbling around and they faded. They live in the world that's degraded for people that's constantly hated.
But you see how he makes these S's in his body right here? That's where he's hanging on, and then he's moving forward with the locomotion of his ribs. That is classic Missouri rat snake right there. I mean, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab him before he gets into a hole. Now, these snakes are not biters. They won't bite as long as you don't squeeze them. If you just stop them like this, it'll freeze them, and then you just gently pull them back. As long as you don't squeeze them, they won't bite.
Yo, Mike, what's up, man?
Guy? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, so Sugar Fire.
Yeah.
Fully open, right?
Yeah, we're pretty much open. You can't sit inside yet. Monday you can sit inside a little bit. We'll have 25% of the tables inside, and then we're letting it rip outside.
So I know that there's a lot of people really concerned about staying safe and all of that.
No,
so what are you guys doing in regards to that?
Well, we have extra people to clean and rub everything down all the time. Everybody inside's wearing masks. And we have those little stickers on the ground so everyone can stay 6 feet apart.
Right on.
The tables are all spaced out, inside and outside.
Sugar Fire, open in full effect right now. They're staying healthy, they're staying clean. Go get you a rack of ribs. Sugar Fire, open right now.
Thanks.